You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
One of them dudes that just don't give a fuck today. You feel me?
The girls don't cry.
You know,
They don't cry.
They got a lot.
Speaking of big girls don't cry. All right, boom. This is a perfect segue. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. All right, but she's not a big girl. Let me just talk about Naomi Osaka.
Yeah,
Naomi Osaka. So
it is a perfect segue.
So let me break this down, right? So I think y'all already know, but let me break it down. She started crying during a press conference, and from what I read, they were like the interviewer was he was hostile towards. When I heard it, he just pretty much asked her. He was like, "Look, I know you don't mess with the media much, right?" He didn't say it like that, but he was like, "I know you don't really like us too much like this nowadays," but he was like, "Look, there's like you said there's another way to navigate this whole press conference thing or this whole thing that you don't like, but also the media pushes you like in a limelight where you're getting these certain deals, but because of us, also because of the stuff that we show you to the world. So how do you best feel it is to navigate like the way you feel and what we bring to your life kind of thing?" And boom, right? She answered it very eloquently, but then once she got to the next answer, this other lady asked her a question. She just fucking started breaking down crying.
Yeah. And
everybody was saying that dude who asked her that question was like, it was an aggressive question.
How is it an aggressive question?
What I actually heard was that the agent came out, Naomi Osaka's agent came out and said that he was being a bully. He said he tried to bully her on the press conference table. I was just like,
did you hear what he asked her though?
I heard this whole thing, right? And I'm very passionate about this topic, especially me being a journalist. You know what I'm saying? It's like this topic is like, it's crazy. When I heard, I was more so pissed off at this agent's reaction, and now that you telling me other people saying that it was crazy, I actually first saw it on First Take, right? So they played the entire clip. Just exactly what Chris said, and then Stephen A. and Max have their opinion or whatever. They both are 100 the way I feel about it, and there's no way that what he said was bullying. He said exactly how Chris explained. He wanted to know how you could balance not being comfortable in this type of media setting and still get your messages across to the masses, because obviously she's doing stuff for Haiti. She's been speaking out about Black Lives Matter as well, and you need the media. I totally understand the question. It is totally a question that we as journalists ask all the time, like, because it's a careful way of asking your feelings and how you're dealing with the situation. It's really the window for the masses to the celebrity. We want to know if you're feeling some kind of way and how you're dealing with this situation. Because I'm regular Joe Schmo watching you, outstanding tennis player, dealing with a situation that you don't really know how to deal with. And let's not forget, she's really young going through this, And yeah, she's going through some emotions, and she doesn't know how to handle it all yet, and she's being very transparent about it. I actually like Naomi Osaka as a player, and the way she's kind of open about how she feels.
Her stance.
And kind of, taking a stance on things.
And
she's not, in my opinion, she's not really doing what Simone Biles did before, I found out she had a, condition and whatnot, where she kind of bowed out of a competition. She did bow out of a competition, but not mid-game, because she felt some kind of way.
She knew she was going to lose.
But yeah, I love the way that she responded. She got emotional, and I want to say that she came back to the press conference afterwards. So she felt some kind of way, whatever the question was. There was a question about Haiti that was posed after the question from the dude, but I think she really got emotional about his question first.
Not the Haiti one?
Not the Haiti one. Because I felt like she was already getting emotional.
Yeah, exactly.
And she didn't really hear the question. In my opinion, I feel like she didn't really hear the question until the end. And then she heard Haiti, and that she was like, I can't even get to that question. And then she got emotional or whatnot. But I think it's utterly ridiculous for people to say that he was a bully. As a journalist, those are the type of questions that we ask.
See, but my whole thing is like, I just don't like the plain fact that you got people that want to go ahead and use these certain terms, knowing that this term is used for this, but they're using it for that. They're basically abusing the term. It's just like someone that's lying that they got raped and they didn't get raped. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get bullied, but you're using bully, the term of bully, saying that she got bullied and she didn't get bullied. Every other person that actually watched the actual clip said that it's not. Well, not everybody, because we do got some sheep in this world that's gonna follow the leader and can't think that themselves. But again, for the most part, majority of the individuals that's even rational, even Stephen A., I don't really like him too much because I think he a writer. But again, he was right in this situation. You were right in this situation. You know, me not actually watching the actual clip, but hearing you saying that's exactly how Chris said, I'm like, where did the negativity come, or where did I come to you aggressive or in a bullyish way?
You saw the press conference?
No, I didn't even see the press
So
conference.
the other thing I want to say about it is that he asked the question, and she was like either confused about the question or didn't know how to answer the question, and then she asked him to ask it again.
Yeah.
And he asked the exact, which is very hard to do, by the way, to ask he basically asked the exact question in the exact same way he asked it the first time. And she thought about it, and then she came with an answer, which was actually a really good answer, which was like, I'm still trying to deal with it right now, was basically her answer. Like, I'm still figuring it out. Is basically what she said, which is the best answer for you to say in that moment. And yeah, so what I'm saying is that she was, I think, okay with the question. I don't think she thinks it was bullying. Yeah, because
she's just emotional. She's just
right.
Very,
she's
like,
just emotional
she's
about
like,
it. She's going through something. Obviously, she's open about it.
She's very sensitive.
You told us
open
about this situation that you're going through. You could have kept it inside and could have said personal reasons. I'm not doing this tournament. You could have said that, but you came forthright in saying what was really going on with you. So I think she knows that and feels like she deserved to give him an explanation.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much that whole thing that's going on right now, where it's like, oh, the media blowing up something that's really nothing. Like, just because she got a little emotional, started crying. Truthfully, I thought his question, he was actually genuinely like caring about, okay, how can we, like, we're not trying to attack you. We just want to do our jobs. But we also, we have to ask you certain questions, but we also want to make you comfortable. He actually seemed genuinely like he wanted to know, like, look, if you tell us what we can do to make you more comfortable in these situations, we'll do that, but just let us know. Right. And then, like, she's sensitive. She's like an introvert. She's a person who keeps a lot of things inside, and then sometimes that it boils over. So maybe she started crying, and then the media blows her. Oh, this guy was he was aggressive with his question. I thought that was a perfectly fine fucking question. But
yeah. And
you know how the media is, man. They make something out of nothing. You know
and,
what I mean?
And it's ironic because it's about the media, and the media did the right thing right.
Exactly.
I just think the controversy around it, just like with the Simone Biles thing, I think it's more the response to everything is something that kind of turns me off. And the First Take clip also had, the orator, the person, Molly is her first name, the woman who's on the show with Stephen A. and Max.
Yeah.
She comes out and basically says in that moment that, she thinks that the journalist had an agenda.
Here we go.
Yeah, she was the journalist, you don't think he had an agenda? And the point that she was trying to make is that she says, and I think he did say this, the journalist said that, but you need us. But like you kind of need us.
You do.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next point, Wes. I'm glad you said that, because you do need us. That's what the media is all about. The media is about showing to the masses of what's going on. Something that you didn't know about, we're telling you about, you know? So you need us as a vehicle to get the message out. That's what social media is. That's what traditional media is. We get your message out. So, yeah, if you want to do things like Black Lives Matter type of change, for example, how do you think that's going to do it if nobody hears what you're saying or knows what you're pushing or knows about any type of activism that you're up to?
They're basically trying to control the narrative the whole way through. You can control the narrative with your publicist, but you can't control the narrative on what people actually think and want to ask. You know, you're trying to have the media to be your publicist also, and only ask questions that's going to have you happy-go-lucky and going to, you know, be like something positive. Right. You know, if it's anything controversial or anything that needs to be thought of where she got to go ahead and be like, can you repeat that? She don't want those questions. The publicist don't need those questions, because if I say anything in the wrong way, you know, I can get canceled. I can lose sponsors. I can, you know, this, that, and the other. It's kind of like those individuals that, you know, they're famous and they want to know all the questions that's going to be asked before they even go on your actual platform, you know, because they want to be able to know what they're going to say. Because, again, like humans, you're going to say what you really want to say, you know, if it's just a back and forth thing, you know. But, hey, it is what it is. When it comes to her representing Haiti, you know, I'm looking at it like right now, kind of cynical at a little bit also, because even though we knew she was Haitian and, you know, half Haitian, she really wasn't representing Haiti like that until Dr. Umar Johnson went on the Breakfast Club and gave her the business, saying he wants her to speak more on Haiti and this, that, and the other. And unfortunately, we got an earthquake that just hit, you know, and like, that's another thing when it comes to Haiti. Like, we just can't win.